All right, hello everybody. We have our next match of the day, and our last one. We have Tabben versus Conqueror. We're gonna wait for a minute here. Their game is. Oh no, I see it. Okay, we are in our first game of the series. So we have got Tabben playing Chinese and Conqueror playing Ottomans, and we're on Hokkaido, a map that I have not seen in a few months. So cool that it's in the pool here. So let's see if we have decks. We do have a deck out for Conqueror here. We've got a water deck. Let's have a look here. Nothing too out of the ordinary, I'd say. He is prepared with the 2 galley and the frigate. And let's see what's going on Tabben's side. No deck yet. I feel like I've never seen Chinese run a water deck. So we'll see if Tabben ends up choosing a water deck or not. So as we're getting started here, why don't we just take a look around the map, right? So there, the defining feature of Hokkaido, I'd say, is this giant mountain here, which gives you very narrow choke in the middle between player spaces, relatively short rush distance. And in the top of the map here, we have 2 trade lines with 2 TPs each. Natives on this map usually not so good. Yeah, Zen Temple, not the best. Something that I'm sure many of you know about the sea here is that there's not a terrible amount of fish in them. So interesting in light of that, that Conqueror has chosen to build a dock. Tabben surely has not scouted that yet, and maybe isn't even suspecting it. So kind of wonder if we're seeing like a meta game here. I wonder whether Conqueror thinks Tabben would never suspect an Age 1 dock opener. So his clue here, right, is going to be that Ottoman almost always goes for a TP, and that is public information in the top right. So we'll see if Tabben seems to get wise to it. But yeah, for now, no confirmation that we've got Otto on water. So how many boats are we going to make here? We've got 1 out, and we are chopping to get at least 3. I wonder whether we're going to get boat number 4. Kind of reminiscent of a Haudenosaunee water opener, except without the travois. So what's up for Tabben? We have a deck out. We have a tea export coming. And do we have water? We do. So name of this deck is Ship. Although no ship shipments in Age 2. Honestly, couldn't tell you if China has any. I think they must. But yeah, we just have the 1 Fuchuan shipment in Age 3, which I think is the Chinese frigate equivalent. So going for a TP opener, pretty standard for China these days. We'll see what happens here. Boat number 3 on the way. Okay, and we stopped chopping at boat number 4 for Conqueror. So let's take a closer look at this China deck. Boxer Rebellion. Oh, we got the Mandarin Duck Squad in there. Very nice. Anything unusual here? Still have the repelling volley even post nerf. I think it's still a good card. Yes, we do have the Boxer Rebellion, which is the the town militia equivalent for China. That's pretty interesting. I wonder why that's in there in a water deck. Um, I wouldn't feel terribly pressed to have that as Ottoman in this matchup, but maybe that's just how his water deck is built. Okay, so we've got the French consulate coming out. As I understand, I'm not a China player, but I've been told that's pretty meta. And we've got 700 food coming in. 400, excuse me. What else we got going on? This does seem slower than real time. That's pretty strange. If anyone has advice on what to do about that, let me know. So we got Ottoman going up with the Quartermaster, which is 400 wood. Tabben banking up his second shipment. So sometimes we'll see Northern Refugees come out now, but that's not what's going to happen probably. Okay, and we see the Temple of Heaven coming out. So, if you know anything about China, it used to be Summer Palace all day, every day. But we got a nerf to that in the recent patch, specifically on the amount of food you get when you build it. So, people have been experimenting with this Temple of Heaven thing that gives you 3 villagers in H2, right? And also gives you an activated ability that heals everything you have, which can be very nice to pop in a fight. FPS is capped on 30, so I don't think that's what's going on. Excuse me, everyone. Let me check what's going on here. I'm gonna try reducing my resolution to see if that does anything. See if taking the FPS cap off does anything. Let's just set to max. Oh yeah, that fixed it. Thanks for the advice. Gonna set the resolution back up. Okay, running at normal speed now. So let's see what Tabben ships once he's up. The question is this going to be an Age 2 player? Is it going to be a typical China FF or semi-FF? No game sounds. Let's see if... Are people hearing game sounds? Yeah, excuse all this technical stuff. This is my very first time casting for ESOC. No game sound. Okay, let me fix that. I think I know what to do. Okay, how are we doing on game sound now? Got sound? Good, good. Okay, should be smooth sailing from here. So we got a 700 coin coming out from Tabben, so Looks like we're just going to see a straight FF if I had to guess. Excuse me though, he did ship the 9 pikes before that. Gonna go for Conqueror's trade post. Let's see how many ships we got in water now. We got 7. Let's enable music, why not? So, on the other hand, we've got a stable opener from Conqueror here. Continuing to make boats pretty solidly, and does Tabben have any idea about it? It appears not. So pikemen are up here. Looks like Conqueror just wants to give that up. We've got a deli raid in the main. So Tabben doing a great job microing his vills. Very hard to get vill kills in on China. Bit annoying here that he almost loses a villager, but very good control from Tabben. Doesn't lose one. We see him aging up with the porcelain tower. So again, Conqueror has given up his trading post. But if I'm in Conqueror's position, I'm feeling pretty good, right? Got some idle time. Yes, we're losing delis, but Conqueror must also know that Tabben probably doesn't know about the water. So up to this point, I think I like Conqueror's position a bit better. It's going to continue to be annoying and, you know, play Ring Around the Rosie with the delis around China's base just to make sure it's extra annoying for him to herd and so on. Again, probably can't expect a villager kill, but you can cause Tabben to have to spend extra APM. That might throw his macro off a bit. But okay, we're gonna bring the delis back, it looks like. Now, what could be the next move for either player? We have stopped ship production here for Conqueror at 12 ships. Cal in the chat saying forcing 8 pike is really good. Yeah, that's true. Did delay his fortress. And yeah, it's extra good, I'd say, because that wasn't his only extra macro advantage, right? He also has the ships on the water. So continuing to be annoying. Delhi is very nice. Pike's going to be poking in here from Tabben. What does he see? Still has no idea about the water that we know of. Gonna try to get a house here. I don't think he's gonna get it, but you know, it forces the villagers to idle. And what have we got coming out for Conqueror? We've got a Cav Archer production beginning. No shipment yet. Wonder what we're gonna see. Okay, we're going looking like we want to start H3 with a bunch of Cav Archers. Oh no, never mind, he's canceled that shipment. Being a bit indecisive here. Indeed is not going to get the house. Sending 1,000 wood, interesting. So, looks like Conqueror was kind of unsure how aggressive he wanted to be. On the other hand, Tabben here is sending in the 5 meteors, which he shipped as soon as he got to H3. And wow, what a blind counter from Conqueror. Somehow, it's as if he knew that was coming and shipped Cav Archers. So, what is our response going to be? That's pretty unlucky for Tabben. Let's see what he does in response. So, this just kind of got all his military units here being like, well, cripes, I can't do anything with the shipment I just got. Oh, wow, okay. So, at some point, Tabben must have realized the Conqueror is on water, and we're going to see the blind Fu Chuan. With a player at Tabben's level, like, he might be able to tell just from score. Like, if you're Ottoman, you don't have any TPs, like, you've got to be on water for you to have a score like that. Very impressive gameplay, and I'm sure this is just going to catch Conqueror off guard. And he's going to have to do some serious work to stay on water. So, anyway, far as the units go, we've got Cav Archer Abyss, looking like the comp he wants to go for. Oh, misses batch, too bad. Little miss macro. Okay, and now he knows the Fuchuan is out. What are we going to see? Okay, frigate shipment coming in, so I'm not sure who went. Oh, he cancels it. Okay, we're sending it again. No, that was a nice little shot there. So let's we're gonna see that fight in a second, but let's see what else is going on around the map. We've switched over to the Brit consulate. This is like a standard China ball that we've got here. Let's see what's going on back at home. Abyss Cav Archer production has continued. And where is he going to pop that? There's the frigate. Should see a broadside immediately. I'm honestly not sure who wins this trade. Frigate has more damage on it right now. But yeah, can't really take a fight straight up next to the dock. So I think what we're going to see is the Fuchuan's just going to hang out over here and make it difficult for Conk to get over onto these fish over here. Meanwhile, Land Army's not doing too much. We've got a Vet Abyss coming in. Conqueror might be trying to make a play soon. I would say, like, right now is where I'd expect his eco to be at a pretty good advantage. It seems like from his macro, it's as if he's not really used to having this many ships on water, because he's way overgathered on food at the moment. If all that food was in military right now, I think he would have a very scary mass relative to Conqueror. But as it stands, my read on their army is that it'd be a close fight. So let's see what's happening. Kind of looks like Tabben's angling for an engage here. No combat cards in yet for China. Okay, so Conqueror sees him coming now. What are we going to get? Spahi on the way. Probably is just going to try to delay until the Spahis pop. We'll see what kind of wrangling Conqueror might be able to do to give the Spahis the best angle possible. So that house is finally going to go down. Spahi's going to pop in about 10 seconds. Tabben, feeling a bit skittish, is going to draw back here. The Spahi are out. And Tabben sees them. What is his response going to be? Ooh, this is a bit... Ooh, that's a tight position to be in. You do not want to be up against the wall versus Spahis. But okay, Transcendence has been activated. Interesting, he pops it before the fight begins. Spahi on the front line, not on the arcs where they want to be. Okay, finally a bit of Spahi contact with the arcs, but Cav and the Chang swordsman, the Chang Dat's going to repel them. How is this fight going? It looks like Conqueror is coming out ahead. The Abyss is pretty much free to do whatever they want to, and yeah, it looks like it's just a massive skirm left for China. So I'd be sweating bullets if I was Tabben right now. I do think that Abyss, as with most skirms, trade favorably versus arcs. So let's see what's going on here. We got minutes behind this as well for Conqueror. And by the way, this entire time, Conqueror is still on water. Tabben really has to do something right now, or else it's game over. Got some cav that he trained in, but they're gonna get melted by the cav archers. I don't see how Tabben has a way back into this. Bunch of swordsmen up here, just chilling. A bit unfortunate. So we've got some more redcoats coming in. Okay, so Tabben's last hope here is going to be the 9 Manchurian cavalry archer shipments. But this is kind of feeling like too little too late. Score gap quite considerable. Yes, 1,000 coin is tied up in the shipment, but things are looking pretty bad here. Let's take a break from this fight briefly and see what's going on macro-wise. Got 2 Falcons coming up behind this. Otto very free to just mine all the coin on the map. He's got total map control at the moment. So the Manchus are going to pop in about 20 seconds, it looks like. Interesting. Looks like Tabben made the dog at some point to heal his swoop bomb. And it looks like the swoop bomb is going to be going down between the Falx, Abyss, and the frigate. Okay, the Manchus are out. Let's see what Tabben can do with them. He's got to get some insane trades to get back into this game. Villagers up here. Both players' villagers pretty exposed on the map right now. But none of them got any heavy cap to raid with at the moment. Got a fight here. Fuchuan finally goes down, and water is totally secure for Conqueror. There's no way Tabben's getting back on. So we've got a big Vil migration here because Tabben is out of hunt near his main. And you know what? Conqueror has a very scary army, but it still has not done much eco damage to Tabben, so this is a very bad position, but I don't know, conceivably if Conqueror kind of just sat on his hands for 5 minutes, you might be able to do something. But it looks like Conqueror is slowly and steadily pushing into the base, and how is Tabben going to respond? So this porcelain tower is not long for this world. It's really too bad. That's a 4 res per second trickle. Tabben just really doesn't have an angle here. What is he going to try to do? So we have repelling volley coming in. So think of this as CIR, but it also adds a multiplier to movements, not just heavy infantry. So that's going to help a bit with his trades versus the Cav Archers, but it's not going to help with the trades versus the Abyss Gunners. And I mean, you know what, he doesn't even have that many arcs right now, so it's kind of a low value shipment. Not that he has much else that's better. Maybe an intervention would have been better, but, you know, Redcoat's also getting melted by Abyss. Let's take a brief look at what's going on with Conk. Got CIR coming in, which I guess affects Abyss, yeah. Okay, so we finally got the fight. Tabben's just going to kind of attack move into this and see what he can do. Chengdao's connecting with the Cav Archers who are just kind of melting with the Abyss on them. Again, there's nothing to threaten the Abyss back here, and they're very nicely tucked away in the trees. On the other hand, you know who else has had untouched skirms? All this arc back here from Tabben. You know what? These Manchus are doing work. I did not expect the fight to go this way. So the Cav Archer mass has gotten mostly cleaned up. We do have some Abyss left, but they're also falling pretty quickly. It looks like both players are trying to do a heavy cav switch. Got a batch of heavy cav here from Tabben. At the same time, Conk is training delis. And this game is suddenly a bit closer than I expected it to be. So heavy cav connecting with Conqueror's mass here. And it looks like we got 2 iron flails left. They're going to clean up this Abyss. Tabben looking pretty scary all of a sudden. And you gotta wonder, where is Conqueror's score right now? We're double training delis now. I guess Tabben only has 2 Manchus left, though he did get the redcoats in. That's still quite a massive arcs. Okay, Tabben, being pretty judicious here, is not going to just A-move into auto base. Oh no, auto Vill's on the map trying to get Hunt. Fortunately, he gets them back. Tabben's able to kill them. I'm not exactly sure how Delhi trades versus China Cav, but I would expect the Delis to be a bit better given their great attack rate. So we'll see what happens with this fight. More heavy Cav coming out from Tabben. We've got Cav HP coming out for Conqueror, very good. Got a nice pull on the Abyss. Conqueror does have his boats on whales now, which is helping his coin income a lot. Okay, and Conqueror just really can't fight this Cav because he's got, Tabben's got all these redcoats that can melee him down, right? But looks like he finally commits in this little choke here. And I don't know how to call this trade right now. A lot of heavy Cav still alive from Tabben. Only 4 arcs left. Tabben continuing to train heavy Cav. And it looks like we're switching back to Cav Archer Abyss on Conqueror's side. And there's the MAM shipment coming in, interesting. So Conqueror is going to be in a pretty difficult spot here until that pops, but if you can hold on until then, he might have a chance to swing the pendulum back the other way. That is a scary ball of Cav, and I don't know how Conqueror could deal with that. Conqueror now losing villas. We've seen very little vill raids throughout this entire game, but looks like Tabben wants to start getting some of the map control he lacked early on. Let's see what's going on Tabben's side. Switching back to Chengdao Arc. That's wise. He knows, you know, he's very 1 unit heavy right now. So here's a pop of Fate. That Cav Arc is coming in, the Mamluks should be popping in 5. This is Conqueror's big chance to get back in the game. Let's see what happens. Mams pop out right on top of the heavy Cav. The Mams are going to be taking all this damage and give the Cav Archers a chance to stand and shoot. But we got some Chengdaos, the very first one coming out. 3 Mams still alive with pretty high HP. I'd say this trade is going pretty well for Conqueror so far. Note though, we've got a raid up here during all this, and the build count is just dropping precipitously. We've also got infantry raiding his villas up here. I feel like Conqueror has lost at least 10 villagers in this past minute. And yeah, 2 Mams, no, 1 Man still alive. But yeah, Otto is just been beat out of this game, it seems. We've got an infantry mass coming in from Tabben, and he's also trained the disciples. Let's see what else is coming. Continuing to get infantry out. 46 vills to Tabben's 36. A few more Cav Archers out, but it doesn't seem like it matters. And stable going down, that really hurts. Continuing to boost builds down here. He's got the frigate to help out a bit, but...
Selam.
Okay, somehow Conqueror killed the Cavaliers raiding him. We got a funny situation where villagers from both players are on that coin mine. Only got 1 vill in the TC, so Tabben is not really having to pay a price for being right inside a Conqueror's base. That is because all the villagers are up north. So we've got this fight here. We've also got more heavy Cav going to be cleaning up Conqueror's villas up there. And Conqueror just, I think he's out of tools. There's nothing he can do here. Looks like China has sent every H3 shipment except for infantry combat. We've got 5 Jans coming in, not what you want to see, not what you want to be doing at minute 24. I don't know what to say. Okay, there we go. GG. Tabben taking game number one after a game where it seemed like Conqueror had a runaway economic edge. Very well played from Tabben. Seemed like he was very patient and confident in his game plan. So excuse me for 1 minute as we find our next game. Okay, so next game is not visible yet, so just be waiting here for a moment. Okay, we've got our game. Okay, so game two on Colorado. We've got Tabben playing Russia and Conqueror playing China. So we'll see who China's who this game. So let's just talk briefly about the map for a second. Colorado defining feature is that there are these two giant mountain ranges in the middle of the map between the players. And so you've got 3 passages to your opponent, 1 in the middle, 2 at the sides. So there's a lot of you can very easily be caught out of position on this map if you like happen to be over here and then your enemy runs into your base from the other angle. So this is a map that kind of places some extra importance on scouting and knowing where your opponent is. Let's see what natives we got. So we've got Comanches, and I think they're always the same on either side. Yeah. So, not expecting either player to go for them, but we'll see. So let's check out the deck from Tabben. Interesting, he's got his deck for Russia Mirror. Of course, it's not a Russia Mirror, but I guess he wanted something in here. I feel like you don't see the 6 Opry shipment very much, so that's interesting. You also don't always see the church card, I see. And let's see what Conqueror's up to. We've got a 2 village opener, no TP. It's a bit more of a traditional China opener.
请下命令。
My FPS down again. That's fine. I don't know what to make of this. Conqueror is just sitting on shipment and then is already 1/4 of the way to his next shipment. Really unclear. That has to be a blunder, I would think. But you know what else is happening is he's chopping. It must be for another village. What is going on here? I've never seen this China build. If anyone in chat wants to tell me what's going on, I'm very curious. It looks like a 3-village opener. This must be some very old China builds. So I think he's going to build another village now for a big 4-villager pop from this card, which gives you 1 villager per village and town center. And does Tabben know what's going on? No, he hasn't scouted. It's extra interesting that he's doing this against Russia, which I think is always going to want to be 14 Vil aging and blockhouse rushing. Kaiser saying, yeah, a bit of a blunder to delay the shipment, I agree. His 3rd village got up with enough time for the earlier. So okay, this is interesting. We got China with 16 villagers before minute 3. And let me tell you, there's no age up in sight here. Still only on not even 300 food at minute 3. Meanwhile, Russia is up with the Philosopher Prince. I don't remember what that one gives you. Can anyone tell me in chat what that is? Philosopher Prince is food. Thanks, Shiz. So, I actually don't know how non-standard that is for Russia. But you usually see Quartermaster for 400 wood. You got the blockhouse going down. Got 1 Vil on coin. That must be... I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe market techs? Nice 120 experience treasure. Pooping out units as soon as he hits age 2. Okay, now it's time for Conqueror to put on his wonder. We got the Summer Palace in a very defensive position, which yeah, against Russia makes sense. See what's up with Tabben. Blockhouse is almost done. Schneidl's on coin now. I would guess we're gonna see 5 Cossacks as the first shipment. Only. Oh no, there are 2 villagers there. Never mind. Who won last game? Tabben won last game. Okay, so Tabben is up. We've got 5 Rusk coming out and 5 Cossacks. Yeah, so the coin was for the Rusket production. Yeah, if any ESOC casters want to hop in here, I'm in the ESOC casting chat, so come join. Okay, Russian Explorer coming in to see what's up. So yeah, Tabben at some point, he must know CMC is a weird build. You can see Tabben's perspective. Actually didn't see the 3rd village, so maybe he isn't totally hip on what's going on. Though it should be a hint that T-Export was in Conqueror's deck, but there's no consulate basing so far. In either case, I guess that doesn't change what he wants to do, which is come in here with his cav and idle the heck out of China. And we've got 4 Cossacks coming in behind this. Tabben just doing Russia things, committing to full-on aggression. Chinese Explorer goes down. No villagers lost yet for Conqueror, but there is a lot of idling going on. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, pretty much every villager was hiding out in the TC. something sneaky you can do in these situations is try to get some villas out on the map, like over to this coin mine, but that's always a risk you're taking. It's kind of like hiding a hidden expansion in RTS like StarCraft. So okay, he did ship Chupa News, but he's got no handicap for this, and it's very bad. He tops minutes, but this is quite a scary excuse me, from Tabben. And yeah, the Cossacks are on top of the Chuko Nu. These Ruskets are able to just attack with impunity. It looks like we've lost 2 or maybe 3 villagers during all this, and China is totally idle. China is shipping 700 coin, but it looks like Tabben is doing a very good job of stopping this FF. No wood in sight, by the way, and no market, so we cannot get a War Academy up. I was thinking as Conquer was doing this build, like, surely this is too greedy to do versus Russia, and I'm kind of feeling like that's right. Chopping for a 3rd village seems pretty greedy. So we'll see if Conqueror has any way back into this. Of course, we're going to see the 9 pegs or not. 700 wood instead coming out here. You know, the town center has been doing work. It's a bit unfortunate we don't have Boxer Rebellion in here, because upping the damage on the PC would be really nice. Got some Rosado stuff going on here. Builders coming out to punch in the musks a little bit. I feel like Hon could be doing a little bit of a better job with his villager mode. He's got all 23 in there chilling, but I guess the risk is if any pop out, then the Ruskets just pop them off. Okay, we gave up on the 700 wood, and we're back to shipping 9 pikes. No Boxer Rebellion in the deck, that's right, Mido. Let's take a brief look at what's going on behind this. Russia on 23 vills and shipping at 700 coin. Feeling very nice. We do have a stable coming down. Must have shipped 700 wood behind this. Russia is taking a trade post. Very nice. Okay, we've got our pike pop. I believe all the Cossacks died, so, you know, kind of a pity in that respect. This is going to give Conquerors some space to breathe. Unfortunately, the herds are all kind of messed up, as they often are when you have to TC for a while. These trades are okay, but I think Conqueror has to pull back here to keep those pikes alive. Still no War Academy in sight, by the way, which just feels very bad. It seems like Conqueror is committed to just trying to get to Fortress without making a War Academy, which, I don't know, that could be the right call. I think if you make a War Academy and just try to play Commerce, you just lose, because Tabben's in a better spot, right? So let's see what's going on back home. Russia continuing to macro like a beast. Cossack production has begun. We've got the Strelets out. Okay, and that's a wrap, yeah. Conqueror really had no way back into that, I think. To me, that seemed like a build order loss. So well played by Tabben, doing a pretty standard Russia play and killing a greedy build. Okay, so it's 2-0 so far for Tabben. Let's be on the lookout for our next game. Okay, I'm seeing people say game sound is too loud. I'll lower it a bit. Okay, we've got our next game. So we're on Karelian Lakes. The map that I know is the one with all the annoying, unbuildable terrain next to the frozen lakes. On top of the, the frozen lakes as well. So, very difficult map to wall on. But anyway, let's have a look at our players here. On the right side of the map, we've got Conqueror playing Sweden. And over here, we've got Tabben on India. A matchup I don't really know too much about, but seems vaguely India favored to me because of how difficult it is for Sweden to deal with Gurkhas. An incredible skirm unit, right? Be interesting to see if Tabben tries to play the standard.
This I like a lot. This I like a lot.
Or if he will go for Rajput, as we've seen a little ever since the Rajput buff. Will probably depend on if Conqueror tries to go Leather Cannon or if he tries to go Huss to deal with the Gurkha. Artillery in general, I should say, not just leathers.
I'm running out of baguettes. I need more baguette. Fuck me.
Okay, so Conqueror's running the deck,
I'm gonna
defend
go
rush.
Later.
Let's have a look here.
Exploring the
Got that
backside.
all-important 3 Huss. Infinite 7 Wittelsbach allies. Interesting. Got the light gun carriages in there. Yeah, it's a pretty standard Sweden deck aside from this, I would say. Let's see what he does. Now let's have a look at Tabben's deck, titled Jackets. So, wants to play infantry, that much is clear. Now let's see here, Rajput in there, as well as Dravidian martial arts. I'm feeling good about seeing Rajputs this game. Also note that we have both camel cards. Don't always see that. And we've got Harumi cards. And the important elephant cards. Yeah, looking like a pretty straightforward India deck. Got some good scouting going on. These elephants.
Tayyar.
Let's see what's going on with Conqueror. Okay, so India's up already with the in-base Karnimata. Is that early? I'm actually not sure exactly what build order Tabben did, but it seems early. Maybe not. Yeah, India doesn't have Vil shipments. Yeah, no, it looks like Sweden's up at a standard time as well. The governor, is that 2 cows, 2 Vils? I can't remember. So if that's right, then both players going for a kind of greedy opener.
Hello.
Okay, so Conqueror has begun sending Vils around the map. Very good. We've got Torp here. Torp up here. Let's have a look at Tabben's perspective. I think he did have vision of that Vil over here briefly. I don't know if he realized it. Tabben doing a good job of continuing to take treasures around the map. So the Torp boom has begun. Let's see what Tabben has to say about it. Do we see Tabben macroing for Rajputs? I guess it's still too early to tell. Let's see what his first shipment is. It's going to be 700 wood. So I wonder what he's going to do with that. Let's briefly look back at Sweden. See what's up. Sitting on 5 torps at the moment. Can be torping up this one as well. Defensive torp positions, he's not really trying to do anything sneaky and like build a torp over here. It's probably a good idea versus India, a civ that has really good early colonial presence. Okay, that was the outpost wagon 8, so we'll see where he places that. Let's go back to see what Tabben's up to. We've got the barracks coming out. Kind of looks like he's macroed for sepoys, but we'll see. Actually, no, he sent 700 wood. I bet we're going to see some Rajputs. I'm crossing my fingers for some Rajput action. Let's note the progress on the torp boom again. Still at 5. So it looks like he stopped. He took a lot of his villagers, put them back on wood. Sorry, back on food. And interesting, we've got the stable opener from Sweden. I don't know if I've seen this in this matchup before. So probably going to try for a 5 batch of Huss. See what, yes, we got the Rajput opener. So this is very bad for Konk. You know, these Rajputs just shred cavalry after the buff. Interesting. I missed that Tabben got the trade post, I assume, the 700 wood. At some point also got the trading post for the Vasa Torps. Very good in a pinch. So that is going to juice India's eco a little bit. And I don't know if Konk is going to get wise to it anytime soon. He's got the outpost in the middle of the map. So he knows the Rajputs are out. Continuing to make Huss regardless, as you have to in that position, I think. Shipping 700 wood, presumably to get a barracks out and get some Karolians as soon as possible. Because otherwise those Rajputs are just going to have their way with all the torps on the map. So we've got a distributivism coming in behind this, so I think Tabben is feeling pretty nice about his position, wants to make a bit of a macro play. Still doesn't know about the Huss, I believe. It's like a Sweden explorer is going to get caught out here, but that is buying him a bit of time. And the Huss raid has hit the India main, but sepoys are out to deal with it. And it looks like Tabben didn't lose a single bill. Yes, all the bills are safe, and sepoys are beating him back, as is the TC fire. See what's going on over here. Sweden's explorer does fall. So very controlled amount of Rajput, just a batch of 5 at the beginning, and then we stop. So let's see if Conqueror is overcompensating. We do have a barracks in the middle, and Karolian production has begun. Yeah, probably don't want to make any more Huss for a while. Seville getting poked to death by these big nasty Rajput swords, but oh my god, it looks like I missed a Huss batch that Konk made. We've got 7 on the map right now, and yes, Rajputs are good, and looks like they're going to get a Huss kill, but the Rajputs are clean. And you know what, Sepoy melee against Huss isn't as good as it used to be ever since that recent patch. If I do some quick math here, that would be about 33 damage in melee versus heavy cav. Good, so we've got 10 sepoys out for Tabben, and Gurkha Prod has begun. Let's see what's up for Konk. We're sitting on 14 torps. So note that through all of this, Tabben hasn't really stopped the torp production. He did force Conqueror to make units instead of just torp booming immediately. But yeah, no torps have been burned. And we got the leathers on the way, the 2 leathers. And because of this nice forward outpost, it's going to hit a lot sooner than it would have otherwise. So let's see what Conqueror is thinking about going for here. He might just try to poke into India's base and get his vills idle a bit. Gurkha's going to come forward here and try to see what's up. Get some free Karolian shots. Got Imperial Bureaucracy coming in behind this. Let's see what market ups look like for Sweden. No market ups at all, just gang saw. Would love to see dogs coming in, but they're not in yet. So the leathers are out, and they get 1 Gurkha. Tabben's got to get back. Shipping 5 Sepoy behind this. And it looks like Sweden has free reign to kill the TP now. I don't think Tabben can get an answer in time to save that. So that's a very nice win for Conk. We only had 1 bill up here, so Conqueror did not get much idle time, which is good for Tabben. Hunting dogs coming in. Okay, it looks like we're getting engaged here. Tabben sending the ASAPs from the Ottoman consulate. Interesting. And, oh no, the leather cannons go down basically for free. That is a serious blunder from Conqueror, and now he's got to get off the map, and he's probably going to lose his forward base. We do have the skirm shipment coming in. You know, that is pretty nice to have versus India, but I think this tower is going to fall before he's able to get out. And oh no, losing a few Caroleans for freeing these Gurkhas. Conqueror definitely on his back foot now, and you'll see the score has really gone far up for Tabben. One last Carolean batch out there before the barracks falls. We are continuing to make house. I think is, I don't know, this is a 7 ASAPs? I'm not sure if that's right. And note, by the way, we did not ship blueberries, so Sweden's food eco is not as great as it could be. We are in 18 torps. Let's see what's up with Tabben. Tabben is aging behind this, so that's pretty ballsy. But no, okay, it's only ballsy if he keeps pushing, and it looks like he's pulling back now. So we'll see how Conqueror reads this. These these mountain troopers are getting some nice promotions. Silver guy. What actually gets increased? Does the damage get increased? Oh, it looks like the range gets increased with promotions. Interesting. We've got 22 range on the double promoted mountain trooper. And their attack speed is also buffed. So 2.4 over 3.0. Interesting. And so both players just kind of sitting back now. Not feeling like they really want to risk anything on the map. We're getting the second Vasa trading post. Tabben is. And I wonder what his plan for that is. I'm really not sure what he's thinking. So Sweden is going up as well with the exiled prince. Fast age. Let's see what we went up with. Tower victory for Tabben. And we've got infantry combat coming out for India here. So that's pretty curious to ship combat over unit cards. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I would have liked elephants here, but he does have a ton of infantry, so 10% combat card on both those. Nothing to disrespect. Oh, we've used Order of Vasa. So we've got got a temporary trickle and gather rate increase. Pretty clutch. Let's see what Konk's thinking. So we're shipping Jaegers, and we've got Vet Caroleans coming in. And like, who is feeling more like it's got to be go time soon? I don't know. Both players kind of being reluctant to commit to anything at the moment. If I had to guess, I think Tabben must be thinking he's ahead. It doesn't have to do anything yet. We got the three, I believe, yeah, 3 Mahouts coming in, and it's probably go time. It's a huge power spike for India. And yes, got them just in time for the Jaegers coming out for Conqueror. And it's seeming like India has the nicer advantage going into this. Jaegers are out, but they see the Mahouts, and they're going back. Is Conqueror going to be able to do anything about these Lancers? Of course, the Carolingians are going to go forward to tank. It does take one out. India's army kind of farther behind than you probably wanted it to be. Second Lancer goes down, and it looks like the third is going to go down as well, but they did their job. They tanked while India's entire infantry mass was wailing away these Carolingians, and the Carolingians have just been melted. All the Jaegers are still safe, all 10 of them alive. Let's see what Conqueror can do here. We've got a raid up here. I guess, yeah, the Nats got sent to clean up the ASAP Seeking corpse. So a little skirmish up there as well. Conqueror is struggling to keep his Jaegers alive. They keep getting pushed back. And that allows the Gurkhas to just melt the Carolingians. We've got 2 Falcons coming out from Sweden. Let's see if this can change the tide. Let's take a brief look and see what Tabben's up to. We've got 2 Mahouts, and here they are. So, one way you could play this is just right-click those on the Falcons. But no, they're going to go for the Jaegers. That's a much better play. The Falcons are going to kind of melt anyway, because Sweden has no mass. Let's see if they can connect here with the Jaegers. Oh no. That is looking like a favorable trade for Tabben. Each one of those Jaegers are worth 200 coin. So expensive, so important. Loses 2 more of them. It looks like the Lancers aren't done. Microed back the wounded Mahouts. And there's just nothing left for Conqueror to deal with these Gurkhas. We've got 5 Huss on the way, but I don't think it's going to do much at this point. India continuing to make work, switching over to point now. We've got Arumis on the way. So Vet Huss and 5 Huss coming in. Let's see if they'll do anything. Tabben is in a bit of an exposed position here. But okay, Conqueror is out, GG. Tabben is India, cleaning up Conqueror's Swede. So it's a clean sweep so far for Tabben, taking all 3 games of the series. This is a play all 5 and not a best of 5, so we're going to continue playing all 5 games here. So we are waiting for the lobby to appear. Don't see anything yet. Should just be a couple more minutes before we see the game. So we're still waiting. If you don't know what's going on, what's happening is we need to wait a few minutes for the game to show, even after it started. This is how observing live games works. So it shouldn't be more than a couple more minutes here for game 4. Okay, and we've got it. Okay, so we are on Korea with Conqueror playing India and Tabben playing Germans. So India, can think of it kind of like Saguenay, except water is in this weird crescent shape and it's only fish, no whales. Got Jesuits, 2 of them on the map, and 3 TP single trade line in the middle.
Huh?
So let's see what our players are up to. India's got the deck out. Let's have a look at what Germany's looking for. We look at that. So standard market start here from Germany. Chop for hunting dogs, and looks like he's hoping for a coin treasure maybe. Yeah, he sees the coin treasure. Very nice. Will not have to mine coin to buy the wood. It's a nice little macro win for Germany. So let's have a look at this India deck. Both these players like having both of their camel cards, it seems. And yeah, it looks pretty standard. We do have intervention there, which I think Tabben did not have in his deck last game. We've got the Rockets card, standard stuff. Let's have a look at Germany's deck. No deck out yet.
Aufgabe.
Got a bit of a scuffle here.
Ja.
Looks like Tabben might be coming in here to try to take this treasure. Let's see what happens. India definitely going to lose that explorer, and to the line it looks like. Yeah, explorer goes down. Other explorer is super, super low. Barely gets away with his life. Poor Swami Vivekananda. Gonna take a little nap under the tree. Germany probably waiting for his crack shot. Yeah, looks like it. That's a nice little 40 wood there. So India can no longer be collecting any treasures right now. Another nice macro win for Tabben here. We're sitting at 800 food, but have not put the wonder down yet. That is because it's the forward Agra in the middle. Very cool. But the villager's a bit late getting there. Okay, whatever. A few seconds delayed. Unfortunately, yeah, the explorer was standing right where he wanted to put it. This is actually getting pretty bad for poor Conqueror here. And now, I don't think Tabben even understood what was happening, or maybe he did. Is he gonna try to block it again? Yes, but I think the villager is going to get it, unless. Oh no! Germany paid off the deer, and the deer blocked the Agra long enough for the explorer to walk on top of it. Finally, like 25 seconds after he intended to put it down, India puts the Agra down, and this is just disastrous for India.
Aufgabe.
So Tabben has got to be like cackling maniacally right now. That is such a nice feeling to delay the age up that much. Oh my god, see. For a second,
Ja.
oh no, sorry, that was India's trade post. Is that right? Really? Wow. Okay. So normally, yeah, Germany would be going for a trade post in transition. I'm not exactly sure what Tabben is thinking here. Are we up with the quartermaster? We are. It's a lot of wood he's chopping right now. Yeah, so what I was saying is normally Germany goes for a trade post in transition, right? But it looks like I think Tabben wanted to take this as his trade post, but the Agra kind of threw things off. Okay, and now he's going to put one down here. It's unfortunate how late that got put down. It's definitely going to be a pass or two behind where he wanted to be. That's true. Tabben probably doesn't cackle. He just keeps a straight face and experiences his victory privately. So, okay, we didn't see Germany's deck yet. He does have a water deck. A semi-water deck, so no schooners or anything, but does have the 2 bell, 1 frig. So standard Germany stuff, we're going to see 3 settler wagons coming in, doing a very good job of the pillarless walls. I don't think anything can squeeze through there. We'll see, though. Let's see what's up for Conqueror. This is such a delayed age. So Tabben, based on how he walled, is probably expecting some kind of all-in. We'll see if Conqueror actually does that. I think he does have a choice. So first thing we're seeing is consulate exports. And if I had to guess, I'm actually not sure what he's going to go for here. I'm surprised he hasn't clicked on it yet. Let's have a quick look at what Tabben's doing. He doesn't quite have a second shipment yet. He's blind making crossbows though, which is probably a safe bet versus India. Still no consulate. This seems like a mistake. He probably should have had it ready by the time that shipment came in, but okay. I mean, it's a delay of like, I don't know, what, 5 to 10 seconds, but these things add up if you're trying to make a rush play. Are we going to see the ASAPs or... Okay, we're going to see the delis. And we've got Ulans out on the map, but they're getting caught by the 2 Sepoy from the Agra. They do take one of the Indian explorers down. So it's a nice little play by Tabben. He gets information on what's going on. Both of his Ulans are alive, so that's well done by him. 700 coin coming in behind this. He's done a decent job of getting us hunts in. Tabben not missing a beat so far this game, I would say. Conqueror's had several hiccups in his build. This is just very annoying. Tabben's getting a lot of info, and because the Sepoys had to run over there, I think it's delayed his timing a little bit. So, let's see what Tabben's seeing here. I mean, he knows what's coming. It's a rush. He's not actually seen the units yet, though, so he doesn't know the exact comp. Also hasn't seen the forward consulate. So still missing a little bit of information. Sending another 2 Ulans up here. He's probably going to try to scout. So we've got Sepoys heading towards the main base. And the 3 Remeliats on the map. Should have noticed the 2 Ulans taking line of sight there from the TP. And here we go. Conqueror has reached the base, and he's going to just smash the Sepoys in here and take 2 crossbows out for free. 3 of them. Very nicely microed by him. This market's probably going to go down pretty immediately. Tabben is aging up, so... pretty curious. He's called minutes. I wonder if that'll be enough. Oh, that's true. Low GK. Yeah, it does make it cheaper to ally at the console. That's right. Settler Wagon's tanking here. Interesting. He went up with Exiled Prince, right? So this is looking a little stressful for Tabben, but you know, he's done a very good job of keeping his Settler Wagons out and not just in the TC. It's very well done there. They're so tanky. He's gonna lose the crossbows, but he's gonna have his H3 shipments now, which is very good. Conqueror going for the stable? Bit of a curious choice in my opinion. Kind of has given up on the Settler Wagons, but I think it's the right choice. And what is the story with the Ulans? Have the Ulans been on the map? I lost track of them. We got camels coming in behind us for Kong. With more Sepoys on the way. And we got the Azops out in the consulate. And this is looking very scary for Tabben all of a sudden. We got war wagons and skirms coming in, but it's a pretty formidable mess, and we don't have Minutemen anymore. And these skirms are actually just going to die immediately. I don't know what Tabben can do in this position. We should focus fire the heavy cap down. Should be good. And now all of his villagers are idle, which is really bad news. And keep in mind, these ASAPs have a 4 times multiplier versus light cav, which these vet war wagons are. These ASAPs are a huge problem for Tabben. Very nice that Conqueror got them. Honestly, it's probably the most ASAP value I've ever seen. The barracks is going to go down, and with that, Tabben has lost all of his military frauds. And he's shipping skirms now, but Tabben's just looking kind of dead here. His ASAPs are really such a problem. They counter the war wagons, and they have like a huge amount of siege, 24. So one of the war wagons goes down to these Gurkhas. And yeah, Tabben's last chance here is the skirm pop. Let's see what he can do with it. Okay, so popping them right onto everything. Interesting. Might have liked to see the skirms on the other side. Also popping the settler wagons out, great move. It's kind of looking like Tabben's going to be able to clean here. Very well played. Okay, and with that, I think Tabben's got a shot in this game now. Let's see what Conqueror has behind this. 7 Gurkha. And honestly, not much else. Wow. He's kind of out of shipments. I don't know about foreign logging here. I feel like I'd want to ship coin or wood. I think Tabben must be thinking of getting on the map now, maybe. But on the other hand, you know, he has no market, no mill prod. Maybe Conqueror correctly assessed. He can't really get on the map anytime soon. Let's have a look at the vill count. So we got 8 settler wagons, 16 vills. So that's 32 vill equivalent for Germany. We got 32 vills for India. So their economies are looking pretty even. And Tabben has an age advantage. So really nice hold from Tabben. I think he's probably in a favorable position right now, as long as he can get on the map soon. Because he is out of hunt in his main, and is going to have to do something to get food. Let's see what's up. Zambrak production has begun for Conqueror. Let's see how the market techs are. Looks like we got all the tier 1 market techs with civil servants here. And for Tabben, I think he got steel traps early. And also got placer mines. No gang saw yet. So we got 9 Ulan coming in. There they are. And Callan's saying Germany's going to gather for a merc shipment. That seems right. Yeah, either the Black Riders or the Jaegers. You can see he's macroing for it here. Or at least it seems like it. Maybe he wants to make more skirm. Gurkha Zambarak is what Tabben... Conqueror is committing to, on the other hand. Probably the right decision here, in my opinion, to stage 2. I feel like what's going to decide this game is if Tabben can successfully keep securing food on the map. And, yeah, Conqueror is going to try to choke him as much as possible, I'm sure. So, Tabben right there should have seen the Zambraks if he hadn't already. And we do have a stable and a barracks back up. Vet Ulans is in. Lost a vill up there. What does Conqueror know? So Conqueror playing this very well. This reminds me of when I'm playing Lakota in similar positions. Is really not... He knows he did enough damage when he pushed in right after Tabben aged, and now all he needs to do is choke him and keep his economy under control, and he should be in a winning position. Very nice putting a Gurkha right here and a Gurkha right there. That's excellent. Really nice play from Conqueror. So, Conqueror sees this little mass here of villagers on the hunt. Tries to poke in with the Gurkha, but sees a giant skirm mass, backs up. And those are vet skirms, remember, to just age 2 Gurkhas. So he's not going to try to do a little trade there. We do not see a merc shipment from Germany. Instead, we see 8 Ulans coming in. So, yeah, he just made skirms and Ulans instead of going for the mercs. I don't know Germany well enough to say whether that was right or not, but... yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. So, how much does Conk know about Tabben's comp? I mean, he saw the skirm, so I think it's probably obvious what else is behind that. Lots of Ulans. Interesting, mixing in sowers now because of all the skirmishers they saw. Yeah, you kind of can't trade age 2 skirms versus age 3 skirms, so that seems like the right play. And it's go time for Tabben. He's pushing in here. Let's see what he sees. I have an interesting angle. He's gonna... Okay, so he sees all the vills down there. It looks like he's trying to make a beeline for Conqueror's hunt. And yeah, this is not a bad engage angle. He's not directly under the aggro. Okay, the sowers are out, and Tabben sees them now. He's just gonna kind of smash in here. The sower is connecting with the Ulans instead of the skirms. It's kind of unfortunate. Zambraks are doing work. Most of the Ulans still have not connected with the skirm mass. Remeliot's coming in from behind and around the skirm. Some of the Ulans have to go down there. And yeah, Tabben's forces are kind of divided. And I'm kind of liking this trade for Conqueror better so far. All the Ulans are pretty much dead for Tabben, whereas Conqueror's comp is looking pretty good still. But yeah, the skirm mass is a bit lower for Conk, and these are vet units to non-vet units. Behind this War Wagon, production has begun. Cav combat is coming in. What we got for Conk, more sowers and camel attack, which remember is a whopping 30%. So let's see what happens here. The sowers are out. Tabben has war wagons coming, but they're not here yet. And those Ulans are going to get melted by the Zambraks. We've got all these Gurkhas out here still. So the war wagon train is out. Let's see what happens. These skirms are getting melted. More Zambraks on the way. Tabben making skirm. Okay, Conk has to back up here. These fights have been going pretty evenly, I'd say. But yeah, the fact that Conk is still H2 and Tabben is vet means that I think Tabben is slowly pulling ahead here. But the war wagon's getting whittled down. Got only 3 of them out right now, and German Explorer doing a bit of work here, but we've got swords connecting with the skirms again. Very bad news. Do we have Desert Terror out? Yeah, we do. So these guys get an extra multiplier versus infantry. Whopping 2.5. That's nuts. Yeah, these war wagons are going to get cleaned up at Zandrak. Note, by the way, Germany's villagers are now exposed on the map, so we'll see if Conqueror tries to raid them with some of the swords coming out. Now that he's established a dominant position in his military. Got 1,000 coin coming in from Germany. He's out of unit shipments that don't cost coin. It's going to be a bit of a loss of tempo for him here. Sower batch is going to be a little sparse. Only manages to get 4 out there, but we'll see what he does with them. Is he going to try to fight with them, or is he going to try to re-see? War wagons continuing to get beat up. Yeah, bad news. That's all of his war wagons down now. And what Conqueror should be doing now is to kill the vills that are outside in the base, and that looks like exactly what he's doing. Vills going down. So let's check the Vill count. They're getting raided up here. We got 49 Vills for India, 28 for Germany, and 7 of those are war wagons, so we've got 35 Vills for Germany. Yeah, Indian eco is roaring at this point, and poor Germany is getting pushed off the map. India got 30 Vills on coin around the map. Crazy. We've got the final melee card for the swords coming in here, which are just going to do a massive amount of damage to skirm. Okay, Germany getting pushed off the coin mine here. This should be the beginning of the end for Tabben. Got some really beastly sowers here. 30 base attack with 2.5 versus light infantry. Just nuts. Yeah, I don't know what to say here, except that Tabben's in a very tough spot, and I don't know what he can do to get back in it. that coin mine is just out now, and what is he going to do? Is he going to try to go the coin mine up here? Interesting time to build a wall. I guess he just wants to get on this hunt. It would be way too much idle time to walk all of his villas down there, so I think he just has to commit to the north part of the map. See what Conk is up to. Conk still has plenty of natural res around the map. Building a house that wants to be a torp over here. Okay, let's see what's going on in this fight. Conqueror knows all of his villas are here. He's going to try and just slice his head off. And it's looking like it's going to work. The wall's doing some work here. A bit of unfortunate position here. Burkett's getting slapped a bit by the Ulans, but there's just too much mass out here for Conk, and Tabben's army is slowly evaporating, and all those villas are going to be slaughtered. So most of the cav getting cleaned up for Conqueror, but still a formidable Burka mass that remains. He's using his settler wagons to tank here, very nice. You know, with greatcoats, you do have 400 HP and 30% range resist, so there's nothing to sneeze at. But it's a skirm versus skirm. Tabben is totally out of coin right now. My guess he's probably selling some food or lumber to get these 5 Levants out. And that's gonna be it. He's shipping a frigate. I guess he's just gonna try to fight by the water here. But I feel like Tabben should know it's over. Let's see what's going on with Conk.
There you are.
I mean, he's almost at H2 shipments. I mean, maybe I shouldn't laugh too much at the frigate. On the other hand, maybe I should. It's still kind of failing to secure the hunt over here. That's interesting. You can sneak those in there, even with the cliff. Okay. Tabben is assigned. Well played from Conqueror. Really boldly committing to Age 2 play, and it paid off. So that was game number 4. Conqueror finally getting on the finally getting on the board. And we are off to our final game, game 5. Okay, we're getting into it. Last game in the series. So we've got USA for Conqueror and French for Tabben. So this is on Nile Valley. Kind of an interesting map. There's not a lot of hunts near your base, and it's a really annoying kind, the ostrich, which runs everywhere, but kind of outside of your main, towards the river, there's a bunch of hunt and a 2 TP trade line on either side of the Nile River. So it's kind of harder to do a turtle strat here because you need to get out of your base to get your 3rd hunt. So let's see what's going on with Conqueror first of all, because USA does crazy things at the beginning. Looks like we're chopping for a house. The name of the deck here, pretty interesting. Copy OP build. I wonder what that means exactly. Okay, so it looks like we see a Scottish immigrant strategy here from Conk. So we got what's gonna happen here is Conk's gonna try to get a bunch of TPs with Chinese immigrants, and then he's gonna send this card, which ships a Highlander in H2 per TP that you have, whether it's a nat post or on a trading line. So that's a very, very scary timing. Haven't seen that against French, so we'll see what happens. Very interesting deck name here, ASDF. So we know exactly what Tabben is thinking here. Looks like we got the native combat cards. Suspect Tabben probably wants to go for Berbers. Kind of a curious choice versus USA, because USA usually doesn't play Cav. That's changed a bit in recent months, but it's not like you can give USA as a primary Cav civ, regardless. So the TP grab has begun. Getting our Berbers over here. We've got our trade post line up here. We'll see how many trade posts Conqueror gets before he ships Highlanders. If we take a look at the map here, Tabben has taken the trade post here, which I think is the one that's easier for Conqueror to get, so you might have to go to the trade line down here if he wants to get, I guess it would be 5. We'll also see if he gets the Sufis down here, and the Sufis up here. Sending in capitalism after Chinese immigrants. Let's see. What? So he sent 3 CDB, and now we have eco theory coming in. That's... So it's as if you have an extra villager per 10 that you have, so that is a very nice extra 1.5 CDB at the moment it comes in. Maybe what he's... No, I don't know what he's thinking. That seems pretty questionable, in my opinion. So, probably up with Pennsylvania, yep. That's usually what you see with that. Let's see what's up. Probably Quartermaster. Yeah, standard play here. Tabben has taken the other TP.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sure Tabben looked at Conqueror's deck and thought, okay, I will get extra value if I take my entire trade line and don't let Conqueror get it with Chinese immigrants. So let's see what the players have scouted. Tabben poking his scout in here to see where Conqueror is on hunt. Meanwhile, Conqueror scouting Tabben's base. Pretty sure Conk doesn't know yet that Tabben's taking that trade post, but he'll find out soon. Yeah, and I think this build originated with A's. He mined for the bank in transition, which is really going to juice his economy with the Pennsylvania pound on top of that from the church tech with Pennsylvania. So his muster is about to come off cooldown. We'll see which trading post he takes next.
Slide.
Should have realized, even though he doesn't have vision on it, that Tabben took that. So barracks and market in the house, or excuse me, a bank coming out. Sending in church immediately. No muster yet on the Chinese immigrants. Let's take a brief look at what Tabben's up to. Interesting market placement. So that's kind of securing this third hunt here for him. And line of sight. Berbers indeed are coming out. We got greycoats coming in, so Tabben is kind of afraid of a push soon, it seems. So we did get the muster on that. Okay, he's going to take the safest TP, which is his Sufi Mosque. So now I wonder, I'd expect he's going to send this immediately now, but we'll see. No, 700 wood before that. So we got Berbers popping out, got 3 of them.
We?
Got a little explorer battle in the middle here. Okay, it's got a scout hidden here. 4 CDB coming in after the 700 woods. See what Conk's up to.
I'm ready.
Got 4 regulars out. Gonna easily beat back those Berber camel riders. So they do take Baron von Steuben out. And look at that absurd coin trickle from USA. We're at around 410 per minute. That's from the Pennsylvania pound and the bank here, which I think is like a 5 coin per second trickle. Okay, we got the Berbers poking in here. Okay, yeah, and Conqueror is stage coaching. I don't believe... Excuse me, Tabben is stage coaching. I don't think Conqueror is stage coached. These Berbers not really finding too much value except for the scouting they did, which is valuable. But no Vilkels or anything like that. And we've got Berber Settler Prod from Tabben here. So, okay, I guess the eco theory becomes a bit more understandable when you consider that he was planning to Berber Boom as well. I wonder if Conqueror is trying to, like, mind game Tabben somehow. It's like, Tabben looked at this deck and thought, okay, it's going to Scottish immigrant me. But, I don't know. It doesn't seem like... It seems like if he sends it now, he's not getting as much value as he could have.
Yes.
So we'll see what continues to happen. We're going full hog on the Berber Boom. Probably going to make all 5 back to back. Meanwhile, Tabben is clicked up, continues to scout, and this is actually really good for Tabben because he knows all the regulars are there back against the other side of the map. So Tabben must be feeling pretty safe to age right now. It's kind of unclear what the game plan is here from Conk. Looks like he's macroing for an age up. Puts a stable down after the Berbers are gone. Interesting. And it's going to ship the capital probably for a fast stage. No stagecoach yet from Conk. Do see a stagecoach from Tabben. And the 5th Berberville is out.
We?
So we've got 25 CDB.
Hello.
To 22 Villager, though. Let's also remember USA has his trickles, right? But Tabben also has the 5 Berbervilles. So... Oh, I totally missed this. Conqueror has also been making his Berbers, so... I don't know, ecos seem pretty comparable right now. So, Francis Up is going to go into Skirm Goon. Looks like he trained some musks there at some point just to be safe, but... Gonna go into standard Skirm Goon. Armored Pistoliers in there. I missed that earlier. Interesting. Also notice Nat combat cards did not get sent. Oh, interesting. We've got the Salt Camel out. I don't know what to make of that. Guess he doesn't want Vills out on the map mining coin. But it's such a hit to gather rate. It's pretty interesting. So, USA is up as well. We did have the fast age. Yeah. Sending Russian immigrants, which is a huge eco spike. Lets you secure hunts. Very good card on this map because you get to put the blockhouses down here, which it's like very far away from your TC, but that's where all the hunt is, right? And we've got Sharpshooter, Carbine Cav, and Berbers coming out, so both players going for a Skirm Goon comp. And yeah, it looks like he never sent Scottish immigrants. So it seems like Tabben kind of called his bluff. He didn't make mill early. He was scouting very vigorously. I think if he had scouted the Scottish immigrants push, he would have responded to it. But it's well played from Tabben. Wanted to make sure the Scottish push was coming, and it turns out it wasn't. So 3 gendarme shipment coming in now. Cures, I guess they're called. And he's also making them. I don't know if Tabben has scouted the comp yet. He does have a scout here, which is going to get discovered. But it seems like it's been a minute since he's seen USA's comp. Okay, he sees the sharpshooters. And he's like, yeah, let's max out the cure batch. But he may be in for a rude awakening.
What is your command?
Got 6 carbine cav and 8 camel riders, which are a vet now, ready to receive the cures. So it's looking like Tabben kind of wants to push in here. Got the skirm war going on, which is better for the sharpshooters because they have 2 range, as long as they're properly microed. Skirm Goon prod continuing for USA. What have we got for France? He has made a second town center up there with 1,000 wood that he shipped. So does Conqueror know about that? Looks like he doesn't.
Orders?
This veil that was walling up there gets caught out.
What is your command?
That Kira did see all the well, 6 of the carbine cav that's being made. So Tabben knows now that anti-cav is on the field. Has been pretty judicious with his cures. Hasn't slammed them in. I got a little musgrade here. That's cute. And cav combat's coming in. And I think Tabben's gonna gear up for a little push. On the other hand, for Conk, we have 3 Gatlings coming in. Both players kind of thinking that they want to smash into the other soon, it seems. But Conk still doesn't know about that TC up top, so I wonder if Tabben is just maybe trying to look scary so that Conk won't know he's actually booming behind this. Again, it's go time. Cures are smashing into the sharpshooters. Tell you what though, it's a lot of anti-cav. I'm not sure how this trade is going to go. But we do have a lot of skirm goon inside. Kind of hard to call this fight. Gatling's coming in behind this, and we are going to flag out on the field. Most of the cures have fallen. It's 6 skirm goon now from France. I got 3 on the general, but they're going to die soon. Gatling's doing work on the skirms. He's going to try to melee them down with goons, but those goons are melting, and this looks like a very nice cleanup on Tabben basically losing his entire army. I don't know if going in there was the right move for Tabben. I don't know if he needed to fight there, and he's booming behind this, and can probably fairly assume that USA isn't on 2TC. So, very bad trade for Tabben. Let's see what he tries to do now. Shipping Falcons now, but it would have been great to wait for them.
Je suis blessé. Je ne peux pas bouger.
He's gonna lose his trade line here, and he knows he can't fight. No, I don't know. The fact that the army is split here from Conk should give him a bit of an opportunity, I feel, to take a good trade, but he still just has so little mass after losing everything in that fight. Let's have a look at what's going on behind the scenes here for Conk. He's sending the Ulans, which is going to be pretty scary. Yeah, he knows that all the good mass is lost, so it's going to be a very good card here. Though he doesn't have it yet, and the Falcons are in. Gets a couple of nice Falc shots on the sharpshooters there.
Merci d'avoir payé ma rançon.
Okay, and let's have a look at when Tabben sees the Uhlans. Uhlans are out, just going to smash in immediately. Oh no, the Falcons are out of position. Looks like the Uhlans still want to go for the skirms. And Carbine Tab behind us, making short work of the Cures. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Okay, yeah, all the Cures do go down. So do all the Uhlans, but it's this pure Carbine Cap sharpshooter left, and it looks like Tabben is just outmassed. Note that Conqueror takes this fight even with all these regulars down here. So what is Tabben thinking now? He's shipping skirms, but I expect that he won't be able to remass after trades like that. Range cap Caracol coming in for Conqueror. Nice little Windmore move there. Got minutes coming out for Tabben. That's his last ditch effort here, but looks like it's not going to be enough. Got a nice little raid here. Houses. Might have gotten some wills too, I'm not sure. Here's going to try to connect with the sharpshooters, but I mean, a lot of them are pretty low. It's pretty nice. But yeah, they just melt to the Carbine Tabben. It's all... That's kind of it for Tabben. Continuing to lose houses down here. And yeah, GG, Tabben's out. Tabben, after a commanding lead in the beginning of the series, opening 3-0, ends the series 3-2. So Conqueror coming back and taking off a few games. Very well played from both players. That was a great series to watch. So I believe that'll do it for our programming today. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you to our players for such good games. See, talking chat about the eco theory. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the eco theory too. I don't know if it got the value that it needed to. Thanks for the compliments in chat. I appreciate it. And thank you all again for bearing with me as I figured out some of the technical things at the beginning. This is my first time casting with the ESOC setup, so I had to figure some things out. So yeah, that's it, everyone. I'm going to sign off here now. Can somebody say when our next EPL games are? I don't know off the top of my head. I believe we have some tomorrow, is that right? Yeah, 15 GMT tomorrow. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah. Yeah, Yuki versus Turk. That should be a great series. Cool. Okay. Till next time, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.